What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 22 of King Speech. It's your boy Trev here. I'm on site with Coach Kira. What's good?
Hey guys.
So we're gonna get into a bunch of different topics this afternoon. So the first topic we're gonna get into: Instagram is banning all filters that are gonna make it look like you have plastic surgery. Also, as I'm sure you guys heard, Gucci Mane did an interview with Charlemagne where he said some really crazy shit about DJ Envy and Angela Yee. Also, speaking of Angela Yee, Tank, the singer, who ladies like.
Yeah, I like Tank, yeah.
Yes.
I like Tank. Tank is cool.
Yeah, you guys like Tank. Uh-huh. So Tank was on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast and said that a man giving another man head does not make him gay. In fact, the man giving another man head twice does not make him gay. He said he tried it once, tasted it again, and it doesn't really make him gay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So we're gonna get into that and a whole lot more in episode number 22 of King Speech. Lock in, guys. All right, y'all. So we're back. So the first thing we're gonna get into: Instagram is banning all kind of filters that make it look like you have plastic surgery. So if
it's a dub. Ladies, you trying to go on Instagram, your makeup not done, you're not looking right, ain't no just putting on a filter and thinking, okay, the filter's gonna just do a whole makeover for you. Nah, they cutting it out.
I think it's important for, especially like younger girls, I think that's what the goal was. Even with Instagram like scaling back on the likes that you can see that people are getting on their photos.
That's true.
They're really conscious of people's like insecurities and it being tied to social media.
Correct.
I know I'm good without seeing anybody with like Kylie Jenner lips on their Instagram photos.
Especially nowadays, I feel like some people take it to such an extreme to the fact where every time they post they need a filter, so you can't really see the real person for who they are and what they actually really look like until you see them in person, and then until they go live on Instagram and it's like a completely different view. But I agree. I don't feel like Instagram. Ladies, you don't necessarily need to put on a filter. Even fellas, even the guys be having filters as well.
The fellas have on the filters that they'll be my complexion. They look like Drake in their filter. And it makes it hard to jump in DMs. It makes it hard to like search and see somebody who's like, oh shit, I'm gonna hop in her DMs. You see her in person, like in on Instagram, she was Brittany Renner. In person, she looked like Bert and Ernie. It was
total opposite.
It's a total like misconception and deception, and I'm not with it.
Correct. I feel like now we can just go back to the point where people just be their real selves, who they are. You don't necessarily need extra filter. It's not fun.
That's not fun for people.
You know, people like getting catfish. If you like getting catfish, then maybe, because if you like to see something on something and when you get it, it's completely different from what you see in it, then yeah. But I feel like we get back to that authentic. Be themselves. You don't really have to.
Nobody wants to. I feel you, and I like that. I'm all for that. But I don't think anybody who's on. A lot of people that are on social media just want to just like live the dream,
correct.
Like perpetuate the image. Exactly.
Yeah,
they want to. If you work 9 to 5 and you're like driving home in traffic, you want to take a little selfie as you're driving home. Like you don't want to. You want the filter to basically filter out that 9 to 5.
To have a whole completely different cover from what it was actually a reality. But let's get back to the reality, and I agree with Instagram taking away the filters for all the cosmetic surgeries. Let's get back to the real you.
Absolutely. I mean, what do you think about those that choose to do that? Even just like aside from, the cosmetic filter. A lot of people go on Instagram, they see what their favorite actresses or like Kylie Jenner or Kim Kardashian look like, and that's who they want to be.
That's what they want to portray. I feel like everyone should be themselves. That's first of all. So just me personally, of course, the cute filters with the Snapchats where they have the little ears and stuff. That's different, but just cute, because you can switch it up, and then it's entertaining. I feel like that's what all social media is. It's entertainment. But now that Instagram is getting rid of the other filter, now people could go back to the originality, be themselves. So you don't necessarily need the filter. We get to see the real person.
I hope so. I just feel bad for guys.
No
like
cap.
I said that
no cap. That's what we doing. No cap. Okay, ladies, no cap. Don't be trying to no more filters with the eyelashes, everything. No, we want to see it as it is. Give us the 100. Okay?
Are we ready for that?
Are we ready for that?
After so many years and like so much effort and people like putting these filters up. Developers creating these filters and saying, hey, like this is what the standard is now. Are we ready for the real? Are we ready for the real deal?
For people to
crusty eyes in the morning.
Bags
pictures,
under the
bags
eyes.
under the eyeyes after at work. Like, are we ready for the real deal?
Yes, we should be ready, or you should prepare yourself, because that's what we're transitioning. We're gonna prepare ourselves because that's what we're transitioning in now. It's about to be 2020. It's not all the time you gotta have a filter. You have to meet these people, your followers, eventually in public. So let them see the real you. Be the real you. You don't need to cover up behind a filter necessarily.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I don't know if we're ready for that though.
I think we should get ready.
I think we're gonna have to get ready.
Exactly.
Some people are gonna have to get ready. Anybody who's
you might get unfollowed, but it's okay. You're gonna gain some new followers, so that's all that matters.
That would be crazy fucked up if somebody like stopped putting filters on their pictures and then people were just like, oh, this isn't you anymore, and unfollow. That's something you can definitely prepare for, because it is a possibility. Because you have to think, when you're portraying this image and you have the filter to for people to view you with your filter, and then when they see you without your filter, it's completely different. It's a facade. That's why I like to call that people a facade. So no more facades. Let's see the real you. And then you're gonna have those individuals that might unfollow you, and then you're gonna might gain some new followers. But be yourself. Be reality. Be the person that when people see you, that's who you are, and you don't have to hide behind a filter. I'm all about that. It's just gonna be really alarming for those girls that look like Kylie Jenner, and then they stop posting filters and they look like Hillary Clinton in the next picture.
Into the switch up, correct.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard for a lot of people to take.
It's gonna be an adjustment as well. But I feel like everything comes with new adjustments. But we just adjust. And regardless, I feel like Instagram is definitely still gonna make it entertaining. Somehow, some way, with filters or no filters, you can still entertain your followers, which is great as well.
Indeed.
And be yourself.
Absolutely. Instagram is definitely going along a path of trying to make people not feel as insecure as they maybe have in the past, based on other people getting likes or follows, or just like the social media influencers that probably make them feel a little bit, less than.
Correct. And a lot of times, remember, it's a lot of peer pressure. It's a lot of peer pressure going on.
Man, I'm so glad this shit wasn't around when I was younger.
Oh, really? Why are you glad it wasn't around when you were younger?
Because you really had to. I feel like the friends that I have now, I have them because from way back in the day, I have them because like I saw them like face to face.
Sandbox.
Yeah, sandbox shit, like basketball court shit, like park shit. And I feel like you had those interactions with them and you got to see who they were as people. You got to know their families, and it wasn't through a screen. It wasn't through likes. Like I didn't have to work until MySpace when niggas was mad if you weren't in their top 8 or top 4.
Top 8.
You really just had to like fuck with somebody heavy to be their friend. Now it's like in high school, if the girl has 80,000 followers or some dude has 100,000 followers, like we just want to be their friend and be around them because of the followers that they have, instead of this is a cool person. Yeah, I feel like with back in the days when you didn't have social media, it was more genuine relationships. But now with social media, it's not as so much genuine. It's more like cap. Like everybody's capping, like, oh, what this girl doing, what she's wearing, and it's more of what you have in the materialistic things. But now with Instagram making the adjustments, I think hopefully we go back to that reality, go back to the people being their real selves. But then also with Instagram, you made a lot of connections, because now you can connect with someone else from way overseas who does lashes or does some type of category that you specialize in and that you're doing, and you can follow them, and now you get to see it as well. So it's a combination of both for social media. So when you follow with filters and you don't follow people, but then go back to reality. And guys, it's all about reality. It is all about reality. There's some guys you can only cap for so long. Listen, there's some guys that can't handle that reality. There are some guys like even the filter, or even just like the reality of like being with a person in front of you, as opposed to DMs or face chats and shit like that. There are people that don't know the realness of relationships with people.
Yeah. And you know what? Not only that, there's only some guys out there, like you follow your dream girl or your dream baddie that's on Instagram. Yeah. That's as close you can get to them. Like some girls that may not be interested. You follow her on Instagram, you like her pictures, you see her live, you see her videos, you get to slide in her DM. But without social media, they'll be untouchable. Some girls are not accessible to you guys, and social media is the closest you'll get to them. So we gotta thank Instagram for that, for your Women Crush Wednesdays. For your Women Crush Wednesdays, you get to have some kind of attachment.
I feel you on that. I think like when you say that, I think of, you remember like the video vixens back in the day that were in the like the Melissa Fords and the Vita Guerra. I know all their names. Don't judge me. Like they were so. I think what made them so great is that they were so inaccessible. Like you couldn't reach out, you couldn't touch, you couldn't see every day. You just had to wait for another video or a magazine shoot or something like that. Now it's like all of them are just a click away, like a double tap away.
Literally. And you can just replay the video over, and them twerking videos they post, you can slow it down, you can rewind it, you can play it back, you can speed it up. Like you get to do that with your, you know, your people that your Woman Crush Wednesday that you look up to, that you're crushing on. That's the benefit of social media. Because now you get to have some kind of accessible to them, not too accessible, but you get to.
If you don't take it to the next level.
Don't stalk them, please, guys.
Yeah,
that's not what social media is for.
No, but that's, I mean, it's. Oh boy, I'm still like concentrating on the twerking thing you said with like the rewind and slow down and speed up and.
That's what you guys be doing, right? That's exactly.
No.
They don't.
No,
oh, okay.
No, that's not what we do. Not at all. Not at all. Indeed. So we're gonna get into a little bit more. I'm gonna get the twerking shit out of my head, and we're gonna get to the next topic, guys. Angela Yee. And DJ Envy and Charlamagne, they make up the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. I'm sure everybody's aware. Now, Charlamagne did an interview with Gucci Mane, very popular rapper. He's out of jail now. He changed his life. He gets haircuts. He doesn't have a gut anymore.
He has his wifey. Shout out to Keisha.
He has his wifey, indeed, who left her kids by themselves in Jamaica. And but he was on Charlamagne's, I guess, like YouTube page, interview page, saying how the relationship between Gucci Mane and the Breakfast Club is like torn. And Angela Yee was lying about trying to get with him way back in the day. He said he was going to slap DJ Envy.
Wow, so it got
pretty whole bunch of wild stuff. Got very Gucci Mane-ish.
Yeah. Gucci.
Yeah, absolutely. What I got out of it is that even if Gucci is being honest when it comes to saying that like Angela Yee was trying to like get with him and get to his hotel room at some point in time back in the day, why does he have to? I don't know. I'm the type of dude, I don't like to like broadcast stuff like that.
Static.
Yeah, or just create that beef. Like he has his wife, he has his family, he's good now. I just don't get why it's still an issue for him.
Correct. I feel like a lot of times, sometimes guys do that, and I have my own experience in the past where they just wanna bring up that oldness, something from the past, just to make sure they want to bring it to current. A lot of times, like say if they don't have anything else to talk about necessarily, I'm not sure if he have any music out right now, but that's what he should be. He has a new album. That's when the topic should be discussing. But a lot of times, for Gucci Mane probably to go in the past is just something maybe that was on his chest for so long. Maybe he was locked up, and then when he was locked up, it was just on his chest. Like, Angela, you know, this has been on my mind, so I'm gonna just get it off right now. So I don't know, but some people do that. They bring up old news and bring it to forefront. I don't really feel like it's necessary because, like you said, he's married now. He's moving on. We have other things to discuss, like your album. But sometimes I guess, you know, guys want to just bring it back up just to the forefront, just to remind you.
Yeah, I don't get that. I want to, and I think it's based on stories and reports. Like it's caused static between the Breakfast Club, between Charlamagne, between Angela, between DJ Envy, and I'm just not. I'm not cool with that. Bringing up that old stuff. It's like if me and you were having a conversation. And I was mad about something like 6 years ago before I went to prison. I'm supposed to be this changed person, this reformed person.
Completely.
I feel like I'm supposed to get over that shit, or they're supposed to get over it and move on. And then with Charlamagne doing the interview, that kind of causes static where he works also, where it's kind of like, hey, like, are we really friends or are we co-workers?
Correct. With him and Angela? Yeah, so it's like, are we friends? I feel like it's such a thin line between because the topics that you discuss is just so some of them touch home. Yeah. Some of them some are personal, some are from your past, and it's like, for example, with Angela, it's from her past, and they bring it up now to current. That is kind of like, dang, where do you draw the line? You have to be able to differentiate the two. Definitely differentiate the two.
Yeah, it's tough when working relationships get personal and, you know, things like that get in the way. If you have, like, if Charlamagne has a good relationship with Gucci Mane and Gucci Mane's talking shit about people that he works with, that's going to cause static. That's going to cause people to think that they don't trust each other.
Correct. Now, Charlamagne's put in a position where does he defend Angela? Does he you have to pick sides, and you never want to pick and choose sides, especially with your coworkers and guests coming on. It's just, it's a different, it's a touchy subject. But for me, personally, I would tell Gucci Mane to bury that in the past. Focus on Keisha. Make sure my girl Keisha is good. Wifey's taken care of.
You fuck with Keisha.
Exactly. And I just love that relationship with them. It's definitely about the longevity and also like the strength that they have in their relationship, which is good. So me personally, I would say Gucci Mane, focus on your wife, your album, and not Angela in the past. That's in the past. What we bringing that up now for? You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I hear you on that.
That's how you talking, guys. When you don't bring up old stuff, leave it in the back. What you bringing that up for? That's what I be saying.
I think it's crazy that you, a woman, would say that when women are the queens of bringing up old shit.
The queens are bringing up old shit.
Queens are bringing up old shit.
I feel like that's just really the petty girls. Remember, every female is different, so everybody can talk from their perspective. Me personally, I did have a phase in my life where I just brought up old shit, but I realized with that old shit comes old baggage, comes old feelings. But now we don't focus on the old, we focus on the new. So me, I just been more into my whole 48 laws of power and speaking things into existence and talking about the future and what I do want and what I do want to achieve, and not the old things what I left in the past, because that's old. We leaving it back there.
I respect it.
Not bringing it forefront. Ladies, leave the old things in the past. Don't bring up that old shit to your man no more. Leave it back there, ladies. Don't bring it up no more, okay?
They're not going to listen to you.
I better listen. I'm telling you.
They're not going to listen to you.
You'll see a difference, okay?
All right.
2020 vision.
Absolutely. All right. I hear you. All right. Next up, we're going to get into an interview that Angela Yee and her podcast, Lip Service, had with Tank. That was very interesting. We'll be right back, guys. All right, y'all. We're back. Next up, we're going to get into a story that is tearing up social media and the internet. Tank was on Angela Yee's podcast, Lip Service, right?
Okay.
So they were talking about, L'Oreal was talking about a situation where a guy lied. Now, Tank was like, he's not a liar. He just lied twice.
So he's defending him. Okay.
Yes. Angela Yee says, well, doesn't that make him a liar? Then Angela Yee responds and says, if a guy sucked dick twice, doesn't that make him gay? Now Tank said, no, if he sucked dick, it doesn't make him gay. Being gay is a state of being, a state of action. Now,
emotion.
Indeed. I know how I feel about this situation, and I will let everybody know very, very shortly. Do you agree with Tank? Do you think if a guy sucks a dick one time, two time, does that make him gay?
Gay. I feel like yes, that makes a guy completely gay. It definitely makes a guy gay. Why? Because you're being intimate with the other sex.
Okay.
Correct. You're being intimate with another male. So you guys are two males being intimate with each other. Whether however Tank wants to look at it, it's oral sex on the guy. So that you're performing. That's what you're performing on a guy.
I really wish I was more mature.
Yeah, more mature. I don't think it's any more mature than this, guys. Yes, I feel like it does make a guy completely gay. So some people define gay as happy. Clearly, if you're doing it to another guy and it's your free will, of course, because no one's forcing you to do anything. So this is clearly something that you either enjoy, or you have an art of doing, or it's your hobby, or whatever, however you want to look at it. So therefore, you're doing with enjoyment. So that makes you gay.
So
hands down.
I feel like the act of sex itself, and then just the lead up to sucking a dick. Correct. Like there's always a lead up. There's always a choice that you make.
Correct.
Unless you're in a prison setting, or this is something that is happening against your will. You are, and we're taking all of that out of the equation and just simply basing it and boiling it down to the fact that at one point in time, you decided to suck a dick. And if you are a man, and at a point in time you decided to suck a dick one time, let's say you sucked it one time.
Okay.
And it was a situation where you were like, wow, like this is something that I did.
Yeah.
Now, in your mind, you might be thinking, hey, this is something that I did and I hated it, or this is something that I did and I liked it. But then you might also think, I want to try it again. It's like a food at a restaurant.
Correct.
I tried it this one time. It was good. It was great. I'm not sure if I want to try it again, but I'm going to try it one more time, just in case, to be sure, to be 100% sure. And if you suck that dick again, that next time, that you are a dick sucker.
Yeah.
That is
you are
something,
officially a cock sucker.
That's what you have done multiple times.
Correct.
And I mean there are very few things that I've done twice that I haven't done 3 times.
Okay.
Or 4 times or 5 times or however many times.
So you only did those 2 times and that's it.
So if like there's nothing that I've done 2 times and been like, all right, now I'm good on this.
Okay, so you tried it out.
So in my mind, if you suck a dick twice,
Yeah.
it will be a third time.
It will probably be a third time.
And a fourth and a fifth and a sixth and a seventh.
And an eighth and a ninth.
and a
Because that's something clearly that you enjoy doing, that you're doing, that it's some type of entertainment or some type of fulfilling that sexual need. So if that's the type of, sexual feeling that you want to give and entertain with another guy, then I feel like, yes, that's completely gay.
And that act is so, like you said, so like intimate and so intentional. And so much work goes into it.
It's an art.
It's
an art.
Sometimes it is.
It is. Sometimes it is.
Sometimes
it's just sloppy joppy. Sometimes it's sloppy joppy. And when it's something that's performed, it makes it completely gay. But yeah, it's completely different from when a female does on a guy. But when now we're talking about, Tank is clearly talking about a guy doing it on a guy, and it doesn't make them gay. I don't see how it doesn't make them gay. I feel like it makes.
I just think it's wild crazy to say that a guy sucking another guy's dick more than once doesn't make him gay. I get the the nuance of bisexual or trying something out or experimenting and things like that, but there's never any place that you're gonna go that you're gonna express to somebody, hey, I sucked a dick twice. There's gonna be somebody way in the back that's gonna stand up and be like, can I be the third?
Yeah, basically.
That's how that's gonna work.
Knowing the fact that you did it more than once, it's like, okay, hey, let's come get your dick sucked too.
Yeah, this person is good at it. He does it more than once. He does it
he's practicing
habitually.
to get better and good at it.
I mean,
some people, they do it once and it's not the best, but then you do it the second time.
I mean, why not be the best?
Why not be the best?
Why not be the best?
Or why not be the best dick sucker?
You know what I'm saying?
Which makes sense. The guys are gonna suck dick, be the best dick sucker. But yeah, that's completely gay.
Yeah.
Completely gay.
I mean, if you are,
and I'm not a homophobe, not against anything gay.
No, not at all.
Not at all. So we always gotta point that out. But we're discussing this topic with Tank is not calling it gay. I consider it gay.
If you steal a car, you're a car thief. You steal 2 cars, you're an amazing car thief.
Yeah, you're still a car thief.
You steal 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars, you are probably one of the best car thieves in the country.
Yep, that's
same thing would go for a man that chooses. And people always say like, sex just happens. Like, there's always a lead up. There's always a decision that's made.
Foreplay.
There should be.
Well, it should
there's always a decision that's made before it happens. So even if it's like along the experimenting, you decided to experiment.
And it's a thought process behind it. It's a thought process behind it. So if the guys leading up to that, like you said, the foreplay, the thought process is okay. I'm going to suck the dick with the intentions of pleasing this man and experimenting, so therefore it makes it completely more like an emotional attachment as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just not something you just do with anyone.
You don't just do it to do it.
And especially if you're a guy doing it to the next guy. Yeah, you're doing it intentionally because you're gay. You're gay.
Yeah, I think we agree on that.
Welcome to the gay committee.
Committee.
Gay committee.
Let's put a bow on that, and then when we get back, Coach Kira is going to hit us with some gems about how we should be navigating the dating pool, what's important, what's not important, and if it's really okay for you ladies to go out there and get that free meal.
Ladies, I know y'all like to eat, but only to a certain extent, okay? Sometimes the free meal's not worth it, but we're going to talk about it, guys, so make sure y'all tune in, okay?
Absolutely. Lock in, guys.
All right, lock in.
All right, y'all, we are back. To close out our episode, we're going to get into a few topics that Coach Kira and I have discussed here, helping people get in shape. Now, we had this like first date discussion, right? What are the best ones? Where do you take people? And is it okay for if like somebody were to ask out a woman and she said yes, for her to go out and get that free meal, that free surf and turf, that free seafood meal, and go out and enjoy it, and then just go back home, tell her girls, hey, like you took me to a really nice spot. I am never going to have any kind of human contact with that man ever again.
So let's see. Okay, so if you did this before, say I. So I am guilty. You know, sometimes it's like, okay, some guys are real. They'll pressure you and they'll annoy you, and they'll be like, oh, come on, let me just take you out, girl. I just want to feed you. I just want to give you something to eat. I just want to feed you. Like, some guys are like that, where they really just want to feed you, whether it is they just want to get to know you or not, or they just want that opportunity to take you out. So yeah, with that opportunity comes, of course, a free meal because he is treating. I'm not buying it. You want to take me out? You're paying for this meal. This is on your tab.
Oh man.
So yeah, sometimes it's okay because while you go, you get to experience that. You get to have a conversation with it. Depending on how the conversation go, ladies. Some guys are a drag. Some guys, the conversation's not it. It's boring. Some not really interested. Then yeah, it might be our first and last time out to eat together, and you'll just take that free meal, get some, get a to-go box, wrap that up to go, and that's lunch tomorrow, and you're out of there, and you gave them that chance, you gave them the opportunity, but it just wasn't exceeding your expectation.
I hear you. I respect your honesty, 100%. Fellas, raise your hand if you've been a victim of, providing a free meal. Absolutely. I provided a few free meals in my life, not a whole lot.
That you initiated, thankfully. To take them out.
I wasn't like the creepy uncle, grandpa that you just depicted with your impression. Uh-huh. But I say, hey, let me take you out to dinner. Like I'm the type of guy, like if I take you out to dinner, I'm gonna pay for it. If it's definitely our first meeting, I do my best. But I'm just not. If this was a guy doing this to girls, it would be a big deal.
It would be a big deal. Guys going out with girls.
And and there was actually a story that I saw. I don't know if you remember it. There was this guy going around. He wasn't in New York City because New York people are too smart for that.
Nah.
It was like some other like Midwest town where this guy was meeting girls on Tinder and all kinds of different dating apps, taking them out, ordering crazy stuff off the menu: lobster, steak, shrimp, all kinds of crazy expensive food, and he would just dip in the middle of the meal and stick them with the meal. And
us females, some females are so gullible that I would never even see that coming. Oh my God. I was just like, I'm just going out. Oh, why are you eating that? Okay, let me get a piece of that. And then you just get up and then dip on me and I have the check. I would be like, I'll be so pissed. But yes, with that standpoint, if ladies, if it's due back to us, I don't think we can handle it because I'm washing dishes. I'm doing something. I'm not paying for that check. You better call them up, call Tinder app, call locate, Google navigation, something, because I'm not paying that check. Can you imagine?
And the crazy part about it is that he was prosecuted for this. So police ran up on him and was like, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Now, I don't see women being, well, maybe it's because as men we have so much pride that we're not going to admit it. We're not going to call the police and be like, hey, I wanted a date with Keisha and I haven't heard back from her.
And I paid this bill on my credit card for $150 and she ordered a steak and
she ordered champagne. She ordered 3 bottles of wine,
extra shrimp on the side. They charge her for the extra sauce and I'm stuck with this check. But you have to think, guys, and this is the standpoint that you have to take in consideration when you do ask a lady on a date is, are you really feeling her? How much are you feeling her? Is the connection more intimate than not? Maybe you can always take to get coffee. Sometimes you do coffee breaks, breakfast. That's intimate where you get to, sit with the lady one-on-one and get to know. But if you're just rushing to take out to eat and she's not really showing you these signs that she's interested and you're more peer pressuring her or just on her back like, let me take you out, then it's like some ladies just like, okay, let's go. And I did that a few times. Like, okay, let's go.
All right, let's
they're
go.
like, what you want to eat?
And you know exactly what you want.
I want roof Chris. I want a steak, some mashed potatoes, give me a salad. Yeah, that's good.
Fellas, if you're out with them and it takes them less than 20 seconds to order, the fix is in. The fix is in. Like the plan has already been laid out. She probably opened up her phone to note apps and had exactly what she wanted on the menu. Stay woke, fellas.
Stay woke. But
stay woke.
Woke fellas as well. In order to stay woke, when you're on this date, when you have this, when you're making this connection, when you finally get her out to eat, make sure it's a connection. Make sure you actually talk to her, have a conversation, make it be lively. Yeah. Don't have it where she's not interested. Then she's only gonna go there for the free meal because she's not getting anything else out of it because she's not interested in you.
So what would make it what would make the guy interesting? Like, what can the guy talk about
okay,
to be interesting?
Definitely on the first day, you finally out, it's good. It's like, okay, so you know, what kind of food do you like? Well,
okay.
No, you should ask that before you go on a date. Okay, so once you have that initiation, like, okay, so you know what do you do? What are your hobbies? What do you enjoy? You find out what she likes to do.
You guys taking notes?
You taking notes, write it down.
All right.
You got to find out what exactly she likes to do. Find out, you know, her feelings, how she feel about certain subjects, topics. Like, you know, we discuss certain topics. Like, okay, yeah, what do you think about this? And do you watch this type of shows?
Okay.
Or are you into TV or into books? For me personally, I'm into books. So when a guy be like, yeah, I read this book, I'm like, oh, you read. Like, you have to, you read. You're knowledgeable. I got a smart one. Okay. So, you know, you want to do interesting topics just to find out and get more personable with the lady. When you finally have this connection, this is your time, guys. You have an open window. Have an open window to draw her in, make her like you. You know.
Okay. Like that's valid. I respect that. When does it? I want to know like the time where, let's say the guy is not being interesting. Let's say he's not being interesting. At that point, does your mind click from, hey, I might see this guy again, to let me get it to go back? When does that like transition?
That does transition through I believe all females and just mine in the past as well. But it transitions when you're sitting there and the conversation isn't really flowing.
Okay.
Or if you have a topic, this is what I have to tell guys: don't talk about your ex. That for me is just one of my pet peeves. It's just a turn off for me. Like, don't be like, yeah, my ex used to make these mashed potatoes that you're eating right now. She used to chop it up for me, and she used to season my steak a certain way. No, you don't want to talk about the past and bring it into the current.
Okay.
But you could talk about it and like, yeah, I used to do certain such and such with my ex. But you know, and then be like, oh, but going forward, I would like to do ski trips with a person I'm talking to, or say what you said. Talk about the future.
Ski trips? Goddamn, on the first date.
But you're speaking things into existence. If there's something you're interested in, whether it's a ski trip, whether it's going to the park and taking jogs in the park, anywhere, just something future, something towards the future.
Jogs in the park and ski trips. That's two different ends.
That's two ends, right?
Two different ends of the spectrum.
But you have to remember, like I said, it's an open window. Get her on her toes. Get her something, you know, speculative. Ooh, a lady be like, ooh, he talking about ski trip. He gonna fly me out when we go to Alaska. Get these ladies excited, guys. Okay, get these ladies excited, looking forward to another date, not just this one date where it's like, okay, yeah, we are eating.
Date number 2, Alaska.
Yeah,
okay,
Alaska.
I got you. I hear you. Now, where are you? I need you to tell me, because we're talking about like what makes a good one, what makes a bad one. Like, what was a really bad first date for you?
Okay, so a really bad first date for me was, so what happened was, it was a guy I was just talking to. You know, we met up a few times. He was like a mutual friend. Okay. So then finally we was he's like, let me take you out to eat. Like, that's God's first initiative. So either way, it's like, okay, I'm like, all right, fine, let's just go out to eat. Let's take it. This is his window. Let's see what he has to offer. Okay. So now, he was supposed to drive. He was supposed to come and get me. So something happened to his car. He couldn't come and get me. So I ended up driving to his house. And he's like, okay, just park your car up. The plan was for me to park my car up and get in his car. I pull up to his crib. I'm like, where should I park? He gets in my car like, oh yeah, let's go. Let's drive off. Okay. So I'm like, wait, what happened? I thought you were supposed to drive. Excuse that his homeboy got his car. It wasn't working. Either way.
It's really his homeboy's car.
It's really his homeboy car. Like, I put 2 and 2 together. But at this point, I'm already dressed up. He's in my car. I'm already planning on getting something to eat. I didn't eat anything. So it's like, at this point, I'm like, okay, fine. I guess I'm driving to the restaurant. I'm getting a free meal. But I'm like, okay, I don't have any gas. So he's like, all right, don't worry. After we eat, we get gas. That's cool. We get to the restaurant. Conversation was whack. It's like we don't have anything. We was literally just sitting there eating. I tried to start a conversation like, how was your day? Oh yeah, it was cool. You know, just chilling on the block. I'm like, ooh. All right. So he's one of those on the block.
I was just chilling on the block all day.
Just chilling on the block all day. Okay. That's just like, all right.
That was my day.
Yeah, that was the day. That's to go box. Excuse me, waitress. Can you get this wrapped up to go? So then it's like, all right, so we wrap it up, get in the car. So I'm like, all right, pull up to the gas station. Because I need gas, guys. This was part of the agreement. Then it's like, oh, yeah, I only got $10. And I'm like, what happened? Like, I thought we was going to get more gas. And he was like, well, you mean I paid for the food and the drinks? And I'm like, but this was not the agreement. I'm just like, I was over it. I was like, you know what?
Were you more disappointed that it wasn't what you signed up for? Like, it wasn't planned? Like, do you feel like if it was, if he told you probably from jump, hey, like, you know, my car is down right now, would you mind driving? Would that... Like,
that would have correct, because you know why? That gives me the moment to think about and consider, like, and weigh my options, like, do I really want to drive, and do I felt like if he asked beforehand, and that's what our agreement was, it would have been totally different. It would have caught me off guard. I don't like when guys catch me off guard. I don't think any females like when a guy catches them off guard. Like, okay, we have you set up for here, but then hey,
this is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing now, and it's just like, wait, what? Like. And then it forces you into a situation. So now it's like, oh, all right, I'm already here at his house. All right, I'm already in the car. I already got my makeup on fleek because I'm thinking I'm actually going to like this guy. And then it's just like, all right, let's just go get the free meal. Let's go get my dinner. Get me something to eat. Just give me a little drinky drink, and I'm out of here. But it was just not a good date at all, guys. Guys, just when you have that open window, try to, impress the lady. Try to go out, give her something interested. Like, you've been asking for this date for so long. It's like, make sure that it's worthy. It's up to her standards, up to your standards, especially if you want to see her again.
I feel you. Did you see him again?
Hell no. Okay. I did not see him again. I seen him on Instagram. He seen me on Instagram, but that was about it. I didn't see him again. It was not up to my expectations.
I hear you. I feel you. We definitely have to live by and keep our standards. Okay. Keep our standards really high, guys and girls. A bad first. I can't really think of too many really bad first dates for me. I was on one probably 2 years ago that was really just boring. I had planned out. The thing is, like, I planned out everything that I knew that this person liked.
That's cool. Okay, so you got to know her first. That's the good thing.
However, we planned out everything that she liked, and most of the stuff was stuff that I wasn't really that into. You know what I'm saying? So the conversation was decent, but the places you went to eat and drink and stuff like that, like, I just wasn't like super feeling 100% of the time. And I think I had just got off work, so I was a little bit tired, but I did my best to like keep my energy up and the positivity going. You
really liked her.
She was alright. It was a situation where it was just like, why not go out on this date? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not make this happen or see what can happen? And it turned out for me that it just wasn't something that clicked because we did not go out again. Yeah. I don't know if I was her free meal. I don't know how that turned out.
Did you want to go out with her again?
I wasn't really too excited to. Okay. If it happened, it happened. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like it was something I was at home, like, waiting for that text or that phone call to say, hey, like, let's do this, or me reaching out and saying, hey, like, we should do this again, and just waiting for them to say, hey, like, this is going to be free. It was just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I'll go to the gym, or I'll watch the Knicks lose.
And did you see her again after this?
No, I haven't seen her since.
Okay. So
no.
It's just like, she got a free meal.
Yeah,
she got a free meal.
She got a free meal.
She got a free meal.
Indeed, absolutely. So next up, we are coaches.
Coaches.
Absolutely. If you guys need fitness coaches, definitely
you can message us up.
Hit us up in the DMs on Instagram. Now, you are particularly, since you are a woman, into women's fitness. And it's a really, really big deal for you that women are more physically active. Like, what benefits do you see from women when they do become more physically active, when they get stronger and they get in better shape?
Okay, well, definitely for me personally, I wasn't always in shape, nor was I always into fitness. So it's something that you gradually increase to, and then you reap the benefits as well. So just working out, being more healthy, of course, being stronger, just feeling more confident in yourself and building up that confidence is truly like my passion, definitely, with myself and just my clients in general, and just helping women get there. So, a lot of times, some people aren't motivated. A lot of females aren't motivated, where it's like, do I really gotta work out? Can I just go to the bar with my ladies and drink some margaritas? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like it's all about a balance, and that's what my job is, definitely entitled as a fitness coach, is to, just help individuals be motivated, and, also to work towards their goals, because, everyone has something different, like a different body physique that they want to achieve. Yeah, that they want to get to. So everybody has their different ways of getting there, but fitness is definitely, I feel like, the most healthiest way, and it's the most rewarding as well.
Absolutely. I feel you on that. I think for us, we see the benefits of not only just the aesthetic of wanting to look better or be stronger, but you feel more comfortable in your skin.
Correct.
You are healthier, you're living longer.
And you're actually doing the work of doing it. So you're doing the lunges, you're doing the squats, you're doing the deadlifts, you're doing all the activities, the jumping jacks, the cardio. You're putting in the work. So it's like as you're working and you're becoming healthier and stronger, you can reap the benefits. You get to see your body change. You get to see you get closer and closer towards your goals. And I feel like that's what just being a fitness coach is all about. Definitely.
Absolutely. And I think one huge part of it for us also is making sure that people stay consistent. So it's really easy to go to the gym one time. Everybody does this where they go to the gym one time, they go in the mirror, they pick up their shirt, they look for that ab, or they look for that...
Flex those muscles.
Muscles flexed.
Ladies, hold on, stop. Because ladies, y'all want to stand up, hit the angles, pose. Ladies, they be posing with the angles and they tuck it in and they suck it in. But it's one thing when you actually have that physique that you work for, where you put in the work and you're dedicated and you're diligent to get in the body you want to achieve. And then it's like you don't have to suck it in. You don't have to cover it. Oh my God, the ladies with the pictures with the cover in the stomach. you gotta cover, like, hold on, get this angle like here. No, you want to be able to just have it open, be yourself, be wide, be present, be appreciative of your body.
For anybody not watching the video and listening to the podcast, Coach Carrie is going in right now.
I'm going in with the poses. Okay, so let's just describe the poses. So the first pose where you're sticking out the hip. So ladies, you gotta stick the butt out on one hip and then you suck it in and then you use the right arm to cover up the stomach. That's the type of pose I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm learning so much.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the ladies, when you're hiding there and you trying to put it in this angle and get it from that angle. Like, no. When you put in the work and you're reaping the rewards and you're working on that diligently, you don't have to necessarily do the angles and everything. You can just take a picture of the straight front. Boom, right there. Snap, and that snap. Let that camera click, and you see it all. And then that's your benefits. That's your body. That's what you want to show off. That's what you want to be confident, super sexy. Definitely.
And it's always really hard to stay consistent because you will work out that one time, and then your friends are going out to get Hennessy and wings, and you're like, damn, I really love Hennessy and wings. So you go and get your Hennessy and wings, but I've seen those, and this is not a shot at anybody, but like I've seen those girls that are like 21, 22. And they have vodka and Hennessy bodies where they're not really like super overweight, but they're like...
They got the pudge.
They got the pudge in there. They're tired all the time.
Talking tummy.
Yeah, you can talk about that.
I can talk about that.
I'm not having anybody come at me for talking about their stomach.
Yes, I can talk about it, ladies, because we had the Foodtopia, FOPA, that's what they call it. But basically, that's just that lower part of the body, the lower fat. For some ladies, it's the whole stomach area where it's just it's bigger and it's not as slim and sexy as you want it to be. Okay. Now everybody literally is different. So you have to works what works for you. But then, like I said, that's why it's all about fitness and what you're working towards. Because if you're working and you want to get rid of that, which like a lot of my clients, that's what they come to me for. It's like, I want to get rid of Tommy the talking tummy. It's
that's
like
what they say.
That's what they say. Or Tina.
Tina.
The talking tummy. You want to get rid of that. You have to do the exercises. You have to do the meal plans. You have to have diet. You have to be, like you said, consistent. To a point where you're actually working towards this area that you want to change, that you want to get rid of. And that's what I do with a lot of my clients. Exactly.
Cool.
Is work towards it. But it's all about being confident and not being ashamed where you got to cover it in each photo or edit your pictures, but just like we said, being back to reality, back to who you are, where you are when the camera's on or the camera's off. Yep, you're going to have that person to keep you accountable as well. So that's what you want as well, to keep accountable.
Accountability is a big deal.
Big deal.
And one of the other things that I think is good about having a coach is that we can, and I touched on this in my fitness episode with Coach Chanel, shout out to you, Chanel, that we help you guys do it the right way. And we learned this a few days ago, where there are women that go into the gym and then put, weight on their back and they'll squat until, their legs give out or their knees give out. And it's like, your goal is to probably get a butt. That's a lot of women's goals when they come into the gym.
Yes, build that booty.
Build the booty. Yeah, you say it better than I do. But then you realize, like, hey, like, squatting is just going to give you quads and make you look like Saquon Barkley. And, the real things that are going to work your glutes are going to be the way that you hinge your hips, the ways that you deadlift.
Your formation,
your technique. Form, your technique. activating the right muscles to make sure that you feel your workout in the right places. So that's also really important about being a coach. Mm-hmm. And I think for women also, there's a lot of insecurity in being in the gym and being visible and people seeing you work out and maybe fail sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I truly believe with a coach, we help to soften that. We help to exactly, reassure, give confidence, mm-hmm. build confidence. Okay. And I think that's the best part of what we can do.
Yep, especially as a coach, I'm for my clients, I'm their cheerleader. That's what they call me. I am coach, I am cheerleader, I'm the accountability partner, I am the motivator. You want to make sure that, if your body's not where you want it to be, but you're elevating, you're working towards something, you're working diligently, you're in the gym, you're putting in that work, you have somebody that's going to teach you the right formations so mm-hmm. you get the right results in the right areas the way you want it, okay? So that's what, as a coach, that's what you want to do. Sometimes being in an environment where it's just so open and so many people could see you, sometimes females do get a little insecure. But when you have a coach and you have someone there that's assisting you and giving you that confidence that you may be lacking, it's a different type of feeling. It's a different type of understanding between myself and my client. And when we're working on our goals, it's like, no, girl, you got this. Give me 10 more. Give me 10 more. I can get all into coach mode.
You don't have to do push-ups if you're listening right now. You don't have to do push-ups.
We say that for another segment.
That's the next segment. We can do another episode where we show you guys some stuff.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
You guys could, show the proper formation and everything. But having a coach and being accountable and working towards your goals and staying motivated is the best combination as well, definitely. For my ladies and for my gentlemen as well.
Absolutely. I hear you. Well, thanks for joining me, Kara. Coach Shakira. Bunch of different titles and names. So
definitely.
Just tell them where they can find you on your socials.
Yes, my social media is Coach_Shakira. So Shakira is spelled a little different. It's not like the singer, so it's spelled SHEKERRA. So Coach_Shakira. You guys can follow me on there. Definitely motivation at its finest. That's definitely at its finest.
Damn, that's a high bar.
That's a high bar. I like that. We gotta set the bar high. Okay, I'm a coach. We're not meant to be lower level. We're meant to be high level. Okay, guys. Okay. So, on my social media, you can find me different motivation tips, different workouts for my ladies, as well as smoothies, shake recipes. A lot has to do with nutrition as well. We need to
nutrition is very important. We can do that next time.
Yeah, we definitely do that next time as well. So, a combination of everything, guys. And thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Trevor. My pleasure. For Coach Kira, for myself, Trev, the website is trevortrev5.com. The Instagram is at Kingspeech, KINGSSPEECH 5. Also at TrevorTrev5. You guys have any questions, concerns, comments, definitely hit us up. And I'll talk to you guys next time.
Peace out. Thank you guys. Bye.